Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. This is your commentator, Jack Human, with his broadcast partner.
Blaze Dalamud flying through space.
You seem to be enjoying this a little bit too much. At least this time we got an intro. Unlike past broadcasts that somebody may have screwed up in the booth, certainly not us.
Must have been that genius of an owner dog.
That man is not a genius. He is sick. He is twisted.
He is a visionary. They said that about all the visionaries and prodigies and geniuses. They call him sick until they finally realized. Then they realized, oh, he was a genius. I'm calling it early. He's a genius.
He's a dick. And there's a blue mage apparently running around, or else a beastmaster. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, he is a sick and twisted, and you think that he's genius, so he's a sick and twisted genius. Apparently,
yes, sir.
All the championships will be on the line tonight. Everybody's worked hard to get this far. And Dog has basically made everything a last man standing match.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's... there are gonna be injuries. I don't know what Dog's doing. Is he trying to bury his own company?
I don't know. But I tell you what, Jack. This being last man standing, this involves my favorite thing in the world. Do you know what that is?
What's that, Blaze? I'm kind of scared to ask.
People getting knocked the fuck out. That's my favorite thing. I love seeing people getting knocked the fuck out.
But this isn't boxing.
Well, boxing, you can win by points. You don't always necessarily win by getting knocked the fuck out.
It's not a brawl for all. This is professional wrestling where strategy and timing and grace and art are all put into play, not just people brutally hitting each other.
Well, it's a last man standing match, so it's either getting knocked the fuck out or it's involving roofies. So which one do you think it's going to involve?
Roofies.
That's worse than this is.
Which reminds me, I was at the bar last week and I met a very lovely lady. She roofied me just to get away from me.
I hear that a lot about you, Jack.
Anyway, Arismont making his way to the ring. He had a long, hard struggle to get here. And in fact, in the very first matchup to move on to this, he's the one that picked up the win. This, of course.
Looking at this guy has, I tell you.
Yes, there's a few people in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation that have dyed hair, as I've found out.
Well, if you're gonna dye it, I just say make it look realistic. Don't be too blatant with it.
Yeah, I kind of like how Dog definitely goes overboard with the hair dye. And speaking of hair,
watch your mouth.
Here comes Robin's left arm, whose hair is almost as tall as him. This is, of course, for the Popoto Championship.
Speaking of which, I have an interesting fact. That is actually his real hair.
Really? How does he get it to stick up like that? That's amazing.
Well, when he was a little potato man, Popoto man, whatever they call those guys, he actually crawled into a light socket. And it's been like that ever since.
It's a little mad professor-like.
Well, he got a shocking experience when he went in there, I'll tell you that much. He was enlightened, if you know what I mean.
Even I'll admit, that was very well played, Blaze.
Well, you know, I think about ways of torturing
A what?
lalas all the time. Lalas, torturing those lalas, you know. Pop
Wait, do you torture your lalas?
Why, yes, I do.
What?
You mean you don't?
That,
Aren't you managed to 40/20/30/52 lalas across the street at one time in your career? So you claim?
well, yeah. Exactly. I totally did that, especially if Raven's listening.
Well, did they like it?
Yeah, they totally did. They, oh boy, back in the day, the lalas used to always come up to me and, oh, Mr. Jack, would you please toss me? And I'd be like, okay, but only because you guys want to be tossed. And I would toss them, and yeah, I wouldn't torture them though.
That is the most non-believable crap I've ever heard.
Totally real. Anyway, to the action. We have Rob's left arm that's was dominating for a second there. Rismont making a small comeback. And Robin's left arm getting out of the ring, taking a small breather, coming back in. So Blaze, do you think that this might be your favorite match tonight, since how it's two Popatos going against each other? Popatos.
Well, I tell you, it would be my favorite match if it was a regular person knocking a potato man the fuck out. But since it's two Popatos, I suppose one of them's still gonna win. So you know, as much exciting as it would be, that's how exciting it won't be.
Rismont down, up to a 3 count.
Beautiful DDT.
Up to a 5 count. This is not looking good for him. He's up to 7.
Ah, he's making it dramatic.
And he's up at 8.
Yeah, I told you. That's what they do.
And Rismont instantly coming off on some pretty strong offense here. Going to that top rope. And that might be enough to do it as the ref starts to count.
I seriously doubt it. You know, those little people have a strong core. Their defense stat tends to be a little higher. They can take a hit.
Well, it certainly has something to do with their low center of gravity.
Well, yes, exactly.
And a Rismont, the second Robin's left arm move, decided to give him a devastating kick to the back of the head. You might be enjoying this a little bit too much. Do your Lalas do anything? Do they wrestle, or?
It depends.
Yeah. They know any? I feel bad for asking this, but do they know any tricks?
That also depends.
But what would it depend on?
The size of the taser I use.
That's just cruel and unusual. Well,
you'd be surprised how many Lalas have hair like Robin's left arm after I get done with them. They also get shocked in the spirits.
One of these days, one of them Lalas are gonna lead a revolution against you.
They try. Do you know what I did to him?
How much was your electricity bill?
Oh no, it wasn't nothing. I cut him too short to shit, if you know what I mean.
I think for a split second there, the ref lost count.
Well, he must have heard me. He's like, too short to shit. Yeah, too short to shit.
And Rismont just not letting up on Robin's left arm. I don't mean Robin's left arm. I mean, he's not letting up on Robin, like, you know what I mean. The ref up to a 5 count, up to a 6 count. That's a 7 count. Up to an 8 count before Robin starts moving again. And Robin finally showing a little offense. And now it's Richmond's turn to start to get the count. I'm sorry, I stumbled all over my words there. Kind of like I do believe one of the fans just stumbled all over one of your Lalas. It's kind of out of its cage.
Yeah, it's a lot of stumbling going on here. Refs stumbling over the numbers, you're stumbling over words. Audience members stumbling over La-Las. Hell, I just stumbled over one. Oh, that's a La-La.
I thought we got two very talented Lalas in the ring, duking it out. And we have Lalas at ringside here. Just, do you have like a word or anything that they just instantly run into the cage kind of deal? Like, you just...
Yes, I'll say a taser.
Oh, jeez. They really did go into the cages quickly. That was amazing. Arismon doing a series of German suplexes.
In the La-La community, I believe they call that suplex suburbs. Can't quite in the city.
Well, I think it might just be enough as the ref is hitting 10, and that is it. Arismont is our Popoto champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Robin's left off just with the suplex suburbs.
And unfortunately, the Popoto championship has been lost because it's so small of a belt. That's why he's not hoisting it here, but I can guarantee you next time, he will have the belt on him.
False champion.
That is it. Now we're going into a tornado tag match. Where one team has to knock out the other team.
My goodness. The only thing better than one knockout's two knockouts.
Well, I get the feeling that leading into our very first pay-per-view that we're not going to have a full card just due to the amount of injuries that are going to be sustained tonight.
They can fight hurt. You'll be alright. It makes it even more fun. You know what would be fun?
What would that be?
It'd be fun if somebody, you find one of those bird people out in the woods, and if they summon Garuda in the middle of a tornado tag match, that would really just tickle my fancy.
It certainly would put the tornado in tornado tag.
Yes, sir. They'd have a little man run through with feathers on.
Would you be talking about somebody dressed up as a chocobo? Because I hear that dog used to do that quite a bit.
You watch your mouth. Not only is the chocobo a majestic bird and an icon of the franchise, the dog is a very, very great visionary and a hero of the company. He wouldn't even have a job without dogs.
I worked at McDonald's for 15 years before this job, I'll have you know. I was known as one of the greatest Big Mac flippers in the country.
Well, how about this? Without dog, you wouldn't exist. How you like that? How do you like that? Now argue that.
I worked... Well, actually, that is a very excellent point. Anyway, Arts and Crafts making their way to the ring. Idil and Ruben Here for some tag team action for the Dalamud Championships.
Indeed. Hey, Jack. How did these two get here in the finals? I've been waiting to do this for a while because my memory is about a bit sketchy, if you know what I mean. Why don't you remind me?
Well, unbelievably, they took out Tatio last week, and Azrael and Ryan, who we all get the feeling were being punished by Dog, actually survived the Rollers of Destruction.
Now, if these two went on to win the championship, how many people do you think would be surprised? And do you think Dog would strip them of the belt on President?
I never know what is going on in Dog's head. It's...
Of course you don't. You're simple-minded.
I'm a decent human being, is what I am. And Azrael and Ryan still not looking too happy. But here they are in the championship match.
Them fellows look like they're about to take care of business.
And apparently we won't be seeing any of the belts tonight. That's odd. I just got a note in. The truck carrying the belts has been... or the Chocobo train carrying the belts, they had to stop for some feed and everything, and they won't be making it tonight.
Well, go figure. Chocobo. Everybody probably stopped and wanted an autograph or something. And read them. Chocobos are a majestic bird, after all.
Yes, they are a very beautiful bird. I'll have you know that I've lost at least 30 million gil on the Chocobo rate. I mean, I don't gamble.
Well, hell, I do.
Could you borrow me 30 gil? I just have to run to the gold saucer after this and win some of my money. I can turn that third. Oh, I'm sorry, I talked all over you. What was that, Blaze?
There's a guy in the alley that need 30 gil for a favor.
I'm not falling for that twice.
Well, I bet you won't. You won't go to him for 30 gil no more. I guarantee you that.
And Azrael having trouble with Ruben on the inside of the ring, while Ryan is dominating Ideal on the outside of the ring.
These guys sure do know how to put on a show.
Well, this might be part of Ryan and Azrael's tactics here to kind of separate and make it more of a one-on-one singles match.
That's the way it looks because it was close to how it was in their last fight. And their fights are beautiful, I must say. It's like that. What's the term I'm looking for?
Majestic?
Like no, it's like they create, people with brushes and stuff that draw stuff. You know,
Artistic?
Yeah, it's artistic. Yeah. That's how they fight. Artistic. It's like they're craftsmen of the ring.
Well, Adil and Ruben are commonly known as the artists and the crafters.
I think they should fight for their name. That'd be interesting.
Adil, who has done most of the artwork that you see for the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation, and Ruben, who has actually crafted the very ring that they're wrestling in.
I wish somebody would craft me a paycheck.
Oh, you never got your paycheck?
I never have gotten one at all.
Oh, you've never gotten one like every Friday?
No.
Oh, neither have I. Yeah, I work for free. Yeah, just like you, right? We both work for free.
No. Just me. That's all right.
Nope, totally like you.
They don't pay me, and all the new hire Popotos that come in that don't make it go to the cage. You know, we all benefit somewhere.
And a devastating superplex on Ruben off the top rope.
And he manages to keep his cap.
It's on there pretty good. I think that he may use some beetle glue to keep that on. And I think, yes, we're getting confirmation. Ruben is out. He has been knocked out. Ryan and Azrael now have to go through a deal.
Is it him? Let me stop.
And this has turned into a brawl on the ramp.
In trouble.
Ruben looked like he tried to give a little shot in as he passed. I don't think that was too successful.
I'm a sore loser. Hope he didn't flip his leg. Yeah.
Well, it's now a 2-on-1 situation. I don't know how you will deal with this.
You better think up something. You better think up a strategy and craft something. Maybe he can MacGyver his way out.
Well, he seems to be doing a good job thus far. Oh my God, the back of the head onto that ramp. I think it's just a matter of time now. I think that this is going to be the end.
Perhaps instead of crafting, he should have taken up tanking, and he might have had a better chance.
He refuses to give in, though, getting slammed repeatedly onto those steel, and he's busted open.
Well, back in the Empire, you know, after getting slammed so many times, it's only a matter of time before something busts open. It's just the way it works there, Jack.
This is just turned into a beating of epic proportions, and the deal still has a little in him.
I think he needs to just go ahead and call it. That's if they actually want him in the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, I don't know how far he's going to get. I don't know if he'll be appearing at our next at our first pay-per-view.
Hey, get off me. It looks like you're stumbled on that la-la.
Oh, I sat up for a second so I could see a little better, and then I sat down. There was a lala underneath me.
Hey, put some pants on, you son of a bitch. Oh, he's a sassy little fella.
Convince your owner to give me back my pants, you little son of a bitch.
He'll dare not speak such words to me. You know what I do to him.
I don't care if you get a beating. Don't tell me not. Ooh. You really should let the lalas go. Not, you know, not for humanity's sake or something. I just don't like them here. Okay? There, I said it.
Maybe I should let like 3 of them go to help you deal. I'm sure he use it right now.
Yeah, I certainly think so. This is getting all the way up that rampway. And Deal just refuses to give up.
This is becoming one of those situations when you actually beat a man's ass all the way back home.
Which is exactly what's happening right now.
I don't know if he's trying to walk up the ramp or he's just nudging from the side or something. Damn.
Well, I find it amazing how Ryan and Azrael didn't want to be here. And now look at them. They are just taking it to a Deal.
Damn.
And again, getting dropped right on his head. But he still refuses to give up.
Kid's got hard, I give you that much.
There's only so much that the human body can take. Sooner or later, one of these shots is going to lay him completely unconscious, and it doesn't matter how much heart you got after that. When you're done, you're done.
Well, it could be something in Captain Planet or something. Then the heart does come in.
It is the most powerful one of all, after all.
But, that being said, not too many people on that TV show got beat up around.
Azrael seemed to be sizing him up for something. This has just turned into such a... We haven't seen a beatdown like this since the Bro versus the Tonberry King.
That is exactly correct, Jack. This is the same caliber beatdown and close to the same area.
Unbelievable. How is Adele not unconscious yet? Like, I mean, he's got to be dead by now. What is keeping him going?
Maybe he really wants those belts.
Ruben, who was surprisingly out of the match extremely early, seems to have a bit of glass jaw. And just when we thought Adele was going to get some offense in there, big knee right to the back.
That's too...
I've got to say this much. It doesn't look good for them to be at the very first pay-per-view.
No, sir. No, sir, at all.
Another DDT. It's amazing how he hasn't been knocked unconscious yet.
I think this guy is one finisher from passing out. To be honest with you.
And oh, what's this? I think Ryan wants to win for himself. He just worked with Adele to take down Azrael. That is unreal.
That just might cost the whole team. And if the deal comes back because of that, it's going to be the upset of the century.
Azrael throwing a little threat towards Ryan. And now Azrael taking down Ryan. Which originally was a tag team has turned into a triple threat all of a sudden. And Adele coming back with a little bit of offense, but not enough.
I wonder how he feels laying in that spotlight, getting his ass kicked like that.
Yes, the people around the spotlight are doing an excellent job tonight. You know what? I'm not going to lie for a second. When I was younger, remember you go to like a music concert and the fog would hit and the artist would come out with the guitar with a really thick riff and then all of a sudden the spotlight would turn on them? My dream was to always be the guy that turned that spotlight.
Well, you know, you come visit the Empire, you got plenty of castrums up there that you can train to be a spotlight technician. You know, we love our spotlights and our castrums.
Oh, Azrael busted open.
I say we guarantee 8 spotlights per raid at least.
Really?
Yes. You never noticed?
Huh. I would be... Yeah, sure, I would love to come, and as long as I'm not going to any of your freaky bars, though.
Just don't stand in front of the machines. They like to shoot things.
They like to... What? How many people get through this spotlight training?
Nah, that's negative thinking. The question is how many people get through training. The question is how many soldiers come out of training. That's what you should be asking.
Wait, I don't want to be a soldier. I just want to turn a spotlight.
Well, that's how you're going to turn it as a soldier.
But are you saying I'd have to sign up with the military to turn a spotlight?
Why, yes. But that'd be your only job is to turn a spotlight.
So I'd never have to see any combat?
Well, yeah, well, of course you have to see it. How else are you going to put the spotlight on it if you don't see it? That's just a crazy question. There.
Well, I just want to turn the spotlight. I really don't. I really don't handle war and stuff and like heavy blood stuff like that very well.
Well, what are you going to shine the spotlight on if you're not seeing anything? Come on, man.
Like a musical artist or a nice piano concert. Like, you know, you guys have art in like musical arts in the Empire at all, or?
Yeah, the Empire isn't too fond of cabaret there, Jack.
Well, what's wrong with a little cabaret every once in a while?
Well, you know, all the women in the Empire are pretty much trained killers.
And
see one of them kicking at you, you're probably going to die soon.
Hey, I'll have you know that I've been kicked by many women, and I haven't died yet. I have perfected the curl and tuck technique. Something that I think that Ideal could use right now, as he's taking more shots to the head.
I don't know. He's already been kicked in the sides a few times, too.
I have no clue how he's not completely into unconsciousness by now.
He's a tough little fellow.
You know, and especially somebody like Ideal, who uses his mind for all of his wonderful art.
Maybe he's using his mind to steal it. No mind over matter or something.
That's the real sickening part of it all.
Hey, he's the one taking the beating because he wants to.
Yeah, at first, during the Tonberry takeover, he was very reluctant to come out here, but apparently, once he got a taste for it, he rather enjoyed it.
Well, you know, they tell me once you get that first little bit for free, that's how they get you hooked.
I don't know how much he's enjoying it right now, though.
Well, he's either loving it or he's hating.
And speaking of hating it, I guess we should tell you that this episode is brought to you by... Alright, bring the Lalas out. They can say it.
Okay, hold on.
They can... Oh, that's brutal. Oh.
On YouTube. Please stop choking me, bastard.
Shut up. Now get back in the cage. Okay. There you go there, Jack.
That was horrific to watch.
Okay. Well, if you can watch that, you can turn the spotlights into Empire's army. Same.
I'm feeling a little woozy watching that. That was, you know, that was, I'm fine. I can definitely take that little Lala being strangled brutally.
Well, in the Empire there, Jack, strangling Lalas is much like, you remember the old soda bottles with the cap on, you just pop the cap off?
Yes.
Just like that.
How many Lala's caps have you popped off?
Well,
You know what? Don't. I don't want to hear. Nope. Plausible deniability when in court. You don't tell me nothing.
I'm just gonna say this. Certain, I'm not gonna make any name. There's a certain franchise of drinks that have names on the bottles right now. I could do the same thing with cats and Lalas.
Oh. Plausible deniability. I never heard any of that. I was listening to something else in my headphones. Like this, just the sheer beating that Azrael and Ryan have been taken down on a deal. I'm starting to get the feeling that they're just trying to take this whole tag team aggression out on him. Now he's finally getting a little offense. And that didn't last very long. And they have been fighting up and down this rampway since damn near the beginning of the match. And that is it. Azrael and Ryan take home the Dalamud Tag Team Championships.
Yep. Seems like Bahamut's coming out the moon tonight. Because shit just got wrecked.
Yeah, I can see. The emergency people are coming down, check on a deal. It don't look good for him.
Sounds like they're taking him away there, Jack.
Oh boy. We'll keep you updated on everything that we hear about a deal. He took a hell of a beating. And oh, we might have confirmation that the belts have actually arrived. We'll take a small break and we will go and check on that. So come on. What's that?
Oh, they beat him for, I guess they did arrive.
I guess that's true. So come on back and we'll check everything out as time progresses.